a real difficulty is that these cases are all pre-2000, right back to the 1990s, and many of the people just don't have any papers left, and there really is a complete dearth of information.
Are there delays in the CCRC with these cases?
I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't delays in the CCRC. It is a cumbersome process because every step that a case review manager takes has to be put onto the casework system, and then it's about getting the documents in usually and looking at it and then deciding, is there some witness we should go and see, or what else is there to do. A key point to remember is they've got caseloads of about 30 or so each, so we're pretty short-staffed.
Are you planning on improving the situation where you can?
We're recruiting at present, which will alleviate the block a little bit, but not hugely. However, there is a pretty determined effort to tackle these, but it's the sort of barrenness of the material that counts.
Might there be a day that the CCRC has to turn around and say, we've done all we can?
I mean, if there is no material, that's obviously going to be the outcome, but we will dig and dig and dig and find what we can to try and make it different. We feel, confident, modestly confident about Mrs. Owen's case. I don't want to presume on the Court of Appeal, but if that does succeed and there are perhaps some wise words from the Court of Appeal that help, then that might trigger us in some new directions. We do want that case to come on quickly. We've asked for it to come on quickly.
Is there a way of fast-tracking these capture cases?
Once we referred, we do ask where there is somebody who's not very well perhaps, or somebody who's older, we try and accelerate it, and the Court of Appeal's good. They will accelerate it on our requests almost always.
And that's what you've been able to, or
We've
you
done
will?
That for Pat Owen, yes, definitely. We've asked for that to go quickly.
It's easy, I think, isn't it, to understand that capture victims are concerned about the length of time it's taking because they are all the oldest in this scandal.
Yeah, well, that's clear, isn't it? So Horizon people are now getting on, but the capture cases were way back, and so it's likely that they're much older as well. And there are quite a multitude of other systems that were about at the same time that's fogging the whole issue. I mean, we will do it as fast as we can. We have got this lead case review manager, we have got a team behind him, and we have got the commissioners ready to do it, all of whom are well informed. But a dearth of information is pretty incurable, so we just have to keep digging and digging and see what we can get.
More resourcing would help that, do you think, speed things up, would it?
It's not about our own internal resources at this stage. It's about, it is about looking everywhere, but there are some cases we don't know which Crown Court it was, we don't know what year it was, and we don't know whether it was capture or it wasn't, though the people do think that it's capture.
Personally, how do you feel that the capture cases should be dealt with in the future if the CCRC, for example, is not able to find the evidence it needs to refer?
Well, if we can't do our job because there isn't the information, we won't be able to take cases forward. So then I think it goes back to those two hero peers, Lords Beamish and Arbuthnot, who I know have got in their minds that there should be legislation about capture just as there was about Horizon. And if there are troubled people who say they were wrongly convicted and that's convincing and we can't get enough evidence to go to the Court of Appeal, that looks like the only route.
Pat Owen's family are worried as well because even if it's only just been referred, it could be next year before they have a date.
I can see it's very, very stressful. Something a long time in their background that they've tried to live, without. They've tried to leave behind. It's suddenly come up again, hasn't it? And yet it's taking long. It's like you have a pain and you can't get a doctor's appointment for a very long time. I guess. There's no doubt they're getting what priority we can give them because we do appreciate that people are older and that we've got to get them to the court. I do think the court will cooperate and accelerate these cases on that very basis.